Hello, my dear friends. Let's talk about how our podcast videos can help to improve your English language proficiency. Watching our podcast can enhance your listening skills in English as you hear natural speech patterns and pronunciation. This consistent exposure helps you become more familiar with the language. Vocabulary expansion. Our podcast introduces you to new words and phrases related to the topics we discuss, helping you build a richer vocabulary. This is particularly useful for expanding your understanding and usage of English. Grammar and sentence structure. By listening to structured sentences in our podcast, you can absorb proper grammar and sentence construction in English. This passive learning helps you internalize correct language usage, accent and pronunciation. Exposure to different accents and clear pronunciation in our podcast can aid you in improving your own accent and pronunciation. This is especially beneficial for non-native speakers aiming to sound more natural. Contextual understanding. The topics covered in our podcast provide context that helps you understand how to use English in real-life situations, improving your overall comprehension and ability to apply what you've learned.
Hey Diana, you are here. I've been looking for you since morning.
Really? I was already here, and I didn't see you here. You could send me a message.
Oops, it was my mistake. I am having some problems related to English.
Sure, let's talk on the topic. You can ask me whatever question you have.
Of course. Hey, we have a new member, Lily.
Hello, guys. I am interested in this conversation.
Which accent people use most in the world, British or American?
As of the most recent data, the American accent is more widely spoken globally than the British accent. This is primarily due to the global influence of American media, entertainment, and business.
I think you're right. American English has become a dominant form of English spoken internationally, although British English remains influential in certain regions and contexts, such as in former British colonies and parts of Europe.
Wait. Let me tell you my story in short. I'm a native English speaker, though I grew up with grandparents who weren't. I learned Spanish as a second language and spent years teaching English to non-native speakers. I've traveled quite a bit.
Please continue your story. I am eager to know more.
I've always been fascinated by languages and different cultures, so it was a natural fit for me to pursue a career in language education. Teaching English to non-native speakers has not only been a fulfilling experience, but it has also allowed me to connect with people from all walks of life. Traveling has also been a big part of my life, and it has given me the opportunity to immerse myself in different languages and gain a deeper understanding of various cultures.
Have you ever wondered how celebrities who speak English as their second language become so fluent over time?
Absolutely, I've noticed that too. I think they might hire a professional English tutor.
That's true. Undoubtedly, they also work to improve their English fluency.
I have seen many cricketers initially who couldn't even understand reporters' questions properly. It often takes time to understand native speakers.
How do they understand letters?
The answer is practice. Sometimes people feel humiliated and embarrassed in public, but they keep practicing despite it all. It's the only way to improve and grow.
Oh, I see. We all know that famous people come from all over the world. What we don't realize is just how many celebrities have had to learn English as a second language on their way to fame.
The actors, who don't speak English as their native language, often have to navigate through several added obstacles, including language barriers and cultural differences.
I think listening to English helps you to develop your listening comprehension skills, which will allow you to understand spoken English more easily.
Let me tell you a story about a famous American actor. Arnold Schwarzenegger, the Austrian-born actor, arrived in the U.S. at the age of 21 with little knowledge of English.
Yes, I know him. What happened later?
Schwarzenegger tells the story of how he struggled to learn English and reduce his accent. Soon after moving to Los Angeles, Schwarzenegger enrolled in English classes to improve his language skills and reduce his accent. Besides, he consciously surrounded himself with native English speakers to practice his English in immersion.
Yeah, I also heard that he writes, "I made it a rule to date only American girls. I did not want to hang out with girls who knew German." Eventually, his hard work paid off, and he became one of the biggest names in Hollywood.
Many of our students often ask why they have been learning English for so many years without seeing much improvement. It's frustrating for them, and we understand their concerns. Learning a new language can be a challenging journey, but with the right support and perseverance, progress is definitely possible.
Let's work together to find the best strategies to help our students overcome this obstacle and make significant strides in their English language proficiency.
Well, we don't have a partner to speak English. If I have partner, then we don't know what to say or how to say things.
Let me tell you something. You should have enough knowledge of vocabulary. After that, you should have basic knowledge of the grammar.
But my grammar is not so well.
No need to be perfect in grammar. I mentioned basic grammar. When speaking, don't worry about grammar. It's not necessary because, firstly, you have to learn to express yourself without any hesitation. Just focus on communicating your ideas and thoughts clearly, and the grammar will improve over time. So, practice speaking without worrying too much about grammar rules.
I understand English well, but I can't speak.
Lack of practice. Speaking a language requires practice and exposure. If you haven't had enough opportunities to practice speaking English.
Yes, I don't get a chance to practice with someone.
The second reason could be fear or anxiety. Some people feel nervous or anxious when speaking a new language, which can impact their ability to speak fluently. Fear of making mistakes or being judged by others can hinder your ability to speak confidently.
Great. What could be the third reason?
Limited vocabulary. If your vocabulary is limited, you may struggle to express yourself effectively in English. Building a strong vocabulary can help improve your speaking skills.
Correct. I think I am having lack of words.
Lack of confidence. Confidence plays a significant role in language speaking abilities. If you lack confidence in your speaking skills, you may hesitate or struggle to communicate effectively.
What else mistakes do people make?
Maybe because you are not used to speaking English daily, your reaction may be slow and not effective in expressing your ideas. Understanding and writing English well is different from speaking. In order to communicate well in English, you have to use it. You have to train your brain and your reaction. Speak, 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 and speak. Do not be concerned about grammar. Just focus on your ideas, pronunciation, and accent. To make it more effective, find some speaking partners, maybe your friends or family members. Otherwise, you can have conversations with native English speakers if you have a chance to meet them in real life. If not, you can create opportunities for yourself on the internet. There are lots of English-speaking clubs, groups, sources, websites, etc. Participate in and practice with them. In case you are introverted and don't like to talk to people much, the only way for you is to speak to yourself in front of a mirror. Record your own audio in a voice recorder and listen to it on a regular basis. I usually record my chapters and listen to them. It helps me improve both my active speaking and my academics. Never translate English in your mind. Try to think in English. Observe things around you with an English perception.
If you found the video helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel.